So I got to spend some time recently with the amazing Ken McElroy. He's become a friend. If you don't know Ken, he's got a very successful YouTube channel. His videos get millions of views, and he's worked with Robert Kiyosaki, written a number of books over the years. Has over $1 billion in real estate. He's been doing it for a long time. He has I just encourage you to check his stuff out. But when we had dinner, I was sitting down with a group, had dinner, got to sit right next to him and ask him some questions. And I wanted to share my conversation with you because there's some stuff that came up. It wasn't just about real estate. It was really about how we show up in life. And it was really profound to the point I actually want to really share because I think it will really give you something to really walk away with of how am I showing up for the people in my life. So let's jump in. All right, so as I mentioned, I have a lot of respect for Ken. Ken's an amazing guy, and you can see, here we are having dinner, and sitting right next to him, I saw he had just come from an event that he had. He had his Limitless conference. 1,200 people just showed up, at this event that he'd had, and he showed up a day or two later, and he was present. He was there. He was, talking to people. He was joking around. And most speakers, I know a lot of people that speak, I connect with a lot of really amazing people, but a lot of people that speak, they tend to kind of like speak, go on stage, and then they go hide, right? Because they're not always, either they're not extroverted, they're just not really quite sure how to connect with folks, especially in a large setting, which I totally get. If people are everyone wants to talk to you. So I asked him, I said, Ken, how do you stay present? Like, how do you stay available so people can, talk with you and just, you seem like you're fully here, you're not, it's kind of amazing how here and present and focused you are. And I said, because for me, I have trouble doing that, right? I get in the zone, I get focused on these things and I get distracted and I just get really kind of in my head and I'm not always there and available for people. And he said to me, Bronson, you can change that, right? He said, you can actually change that to where you do create that space for people in your life. And what he gave me is the advice he shared, but that was really powerful. He said, what he does is he creates about 30 minutes of space in the morning, each morning. He gets up, he stays up pretty late, but he gets up early and he creates about 30 minutes of space where he just meditates or he just does prayer, focuses on just creating that space for himself and really kind of creating an intention for the day. And what that allows him to do is when he has time later, he's able to actually be there for the people in his life. And he gave an example. Kim Kiyosaki was at this event as well. And he said they were traveling there together and she let out a sigh just kind of that, he picked up on, and he was like, well, what's going on? And it led to this great conversation, but he said, I could have missed that, right? And for me, as an individual, I'm busy, I'm in work, and I'm traveling, and do all these things. I have my daughter's 9, and I want to be there for her. I want to be available to her. I want to be ready for those moments as they come up. And I want to be there for other people too, the people in my life, the friends and family, and even people that I meet at an event, I want to be available. So it was really convicting for me just to think like, I've got to create that space for other people in my life. So I just want to encourage, each of us, there's a few things that we can do to do this, right? Like one way I do it, kind of a few tips that I have. One is through prayer and meditation. There's actually prayer apps. There's one called the 1 Minute app, which basically just take 1 minute a day, just say a little prayer. It kind of guides you through some stuff. There's also Calm and Headspace and some of the stuff that kind of guides you through some meditation stuff. But really check in with yourself, right? Check in with yourself is another thing just to make sure that you're doing okay. Give yourself the space so that you have space for others. And then really allow yourself to be available to others. Really check in and say, am I ready to be available for other people in this situation? So there's this quote by Jim Elliot. It's very short. I wanted to share with you. And he said, wherever you are, be all there. And a lot of times I go places and I'm thinking about something else, right? Or I'm distracted, or I'm speaking, or I'm doing something different, and I don't really sit in the moment. I'm not present with really, the person I'm with the the people that are coming to me, and I want to be really available to them. So I want to encourage you for that. Hopefully, this has been encouraging to you. If you did find some value in this, or kind of how you find the ability to stay present, I'd love for you to stick it in the comments, because I think this is a huge topic that we can all benefit from. So if you're interested to hear more about Ken McElroy, this is a panel that we had recently about the 2022 multifamily outlook with him, Michael Blanc, and Rod Khleif. It was an awesome event. You should check that out. And then if you haven't downloaded our ebook, which is How to Use Inflation to Your Advantage, you can check that out. You can check it out in the comments down below. Here's an image of it here. You can check it out down below. But thanks so much for taking the time to do this video. Again, it was a short video, but I wanted to really share it because it was really impactful to me of just making sure that I show up in a very present way for the people around me. So my hope is that for each of you, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.